Hello guys, I'm going to explain you how to find the derivative here for ln x plus 1 over square root of x minus 2. Now, one thing to know here is that in this case we're going to have to know the derivative of ln 1 over x, of ln x I'm saying, and the chain rule. Okay, so first thing you do, we're gonna have to get the derivative of what we have here, the whole thing, ln x plus 1 over square root of x over 2. So I can put an equal sign here, and I'm gonna put 1 over x plus 1 over square root of x minus 2. Now, this right here, then I need to multiply by the derivative. So d over dx of the nner, okay, which is x plus 1 over square root of x minus 2, which is a quotient here, right? So if it's a quotient, then we can do it this way. First of all, let's rearrange the first part here. Remember, this was 1 over this, so I can flip this as square root of x minus 2 over x plus 1. Now, the derivative of this, I'm going to use the quotient rule here and do the bottom. So let me put a fraction bar here. So put the bottom here, x minus 2 times the derivative of the top, okay? So times 1, the derivative of this, the top, minus the top, which is x plus 1 times the derivative of the bottom. Now, the bottom part is like x can be written as x minus 2 to the half, okay? So the derivative of such things would be half times x minus 2, okay? Then I subtract, remember the exponent there was half, so I subtract 1 from it, then it's half, negative half, okay? And once you get that, this is divided by x minus 2, okay, squared, right? So x minus 2, square root of x minus 2 squared, which is x minus 2. Okay, so from here, all you gotta do, the rest is just math, okay? Do the math and you'll get to your answer. Okay, so all we know is that the bottom denominator, I'm saying, here is x plus 1 times x minus 2, okay? That's the bottom, so I'm multiplying these two here, okay? The top part, when multiplying this, remember, this is one part by itself, okay? This is another part, so if I multiply, it's as if I'm going to distribute here. So I'm going to do this times this, then the same thing times this other part here, okay? So that's what you do. So to do that, square root of x minus 2 times square root of x minus 2, the radical's gone, so it becomes x minus 2, okay? So I'm good with this one here. Then you multiply square root of x minus 2. Now, this is again x minus 2 to the half, right? If you multiply it by x minus 2 to the negative half, you combine so let me put it here. X minus 2 to the half times x minus 2 to the negative half is equal to what? This would be x minus 2 to the half minus half, right? Which is 0. So something, this would be to the power of 0, then that would be 1, right? So the answer to this would be 1. Therefore, when I multiply this and this, I would get 1. So it's gone. 1 times this would be the same thing. So what remains here would just be negative half times x plus 1. Because this part times this part times this part, I'm saying, this part times this part is what I put right here for you. It's 1. And 1 times this is the same thing. So it becomes half x plus 1. Okay, negative half x plus 1. Okay, so it becomes easier, right, for you to do now. So now this is x minus 2 Now half times x is just negative half x, okay? Half times 1, negative, I'm saying, negative half. And you have this over x plus 1 times x minus 2, okay? We keep going, okay? So we keep moving. And if we keep moving here, this, we combine like terms. So 1x minus half x would be positive half. Would be positive half x, okay? And negative 2 minus half, okay? Now, the denominator is 2, so that would be negative 5 over 2, right? Should be negative 5 over 2, because that's 2 times 2, 4, negative 4 minus 1, negative 5 over 2, okay. So, over x plus 1 times x minus 2, okay? Now, as you know, the denominator is the same here, okay? So it's as if you have really, just to show everybody, so everybody could see, but I know you know calculus, so you should know what's going on here for algebra. So this would be just x minus 5, okay? And the bottom part would be x plus 1, x minus 2, okay? Now in this case here, this is a fraction divided by another fraction, so you flip the second fraction, meaning that your answer now would be x minus 5 over 2 times this, right? 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 2, okay? So this is it here. This is how you solve this. So this is just to explain you how you can actually use both the quotient rule here, and how you find the derivative of ln, a logarithmic function, okay? So it's very important to understand the chain rule. What it does is that anytime you have, and this is not only for log, I just took this example to explain, but anytime you have problems like this one here, what you do is you take the derivative, you find the derivative of this right here, okay? The entire thing times the derivative of the smaller part, which is, in this case, it would be, you would exclude the ln, so it would be this part. And as you do this, you will realize that you have to use the chain rule there too. So you keep using the chain rule, really. And so this is how you find derivatives, okay? Of something like this, I'm saying, using the chain rule and other rules. All right, thank you.